Hey guys, Doran, CEO, Culture Matters. Today I want to talk about one of the comments on one of my YouTube videos was if I could film a video about resumes and I guess an approach to getting maybe a position or a job. So let's talk about that for a second. Resume, what is a resume? A resume, I want you to think of it as an insurance policy. I mean, why do we really go to college? If college is between 80 and 120 books that are delineated by a knowledge broker to give you a piece of paper so someone could hire you and not be in trouble if you screw up. That's an insurance policy. So a resume is your insurance, is the insurance policy that protects the guy that hires you so he could say, well, the guy had a great resume. So once you start thinking of it like that, think of it as, okay, that's gonna get you through the door as long as it's neat, orderly, and it looks the way it's supposed to look. However, when you go in that interview, is the piece of paper talking for you or is it you talking for you? Okay, if it's you talking for you, what do most people do in interviews? Because whatever most people do, and we're going to talk about it, we should probably do the opposite. When you think about if you're in the gym, but everyone's on the treadmill running. Well, how's the weight loss in the country going? Not so good. So their approach might be improper. Well, the same action has an equal opposite reaction in interviewing process. Most people go into an interview and they talk about what they want. What kind of benefits am I going to get? How much am I going to get paid? When do I get a vacation? Now, put yourself in the employer's shoes. They need to make sure they have someone that's actually going to work hard to produce for them. Because if you get hired, you are a liability on the owner's asset column, whether you realize this or not, meaning they have to pay you no matter what. So them hiring you is so you could actually make them more money. So if you go in that interview and you just say to them, you know, when am I going to get a vacation? Well, that's what you want. But what you want isn't important. And by figuring out what they do, what they're looking to solve, and then positioning yourself as the solution to whatever problem they have, I'll give you an example. If you're going to get a job as a sales rep to sell insurance, you're going to go in there and you're not going to say what most would say. What kind of benefits am I get? What's my salary going to be like? How much are you going to pay me? What are the bonuses for me? When do I get a vacation? What if you went in there and said, hey, your products look fantastic. What exactly would I need to be doing every day to make you guys more money? What are they going to say to that? Oh, well, that's a question I haven't heard before. What would it take for me to be able to earn you guys enough through my salesmanship for me to get that bonus? How much effort and how smart can I work in the organization? How much training will you give me to be a better version of myself so I can help you guys make more money? Now, these are just quick examples. However, wouldn't that, if you were an employer, sound a lot better than someone coming in for an interview with the best resume ever, but saying, hey, you know, I went to Harvard, so I'm looking to get this, 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 and this, and this from me. If that person hiring you is hiring you and needs to look good for themselves so they don't get fired, wouldn't they want to hire someone that they believe can get the job done? So when we go into an interview, let's not focus so much on how amazing the resume is, because the most important resume is you. For example, how do you dress when you go to the interview? Do you dress like you will be the boss? Because I'm pretty sure if you dress like you will be the boss, be, do, have. There's an order to things. You're going to be, you're going to take action, and eventually you will get. So put yourself in the employer's shoes again. If you have someone come in for an interview and they haven't had a haircut and they look like they haven't bathed and they're not in a suit, if it's in a professional setting, would you hire them? So that's number one. Number two is, are we listening and asking and actually qualifying to see if the company be right to work, if we would be right to work for that company, but if they would be right to employ us? What is in it for them? What do they need us to do to make them more money? Because if they're making more money, who gets paid more? Us. So, number one, it's not about what you want for yourself, vacation, benefits, packages. It's about what they want. So we need to what? Ask questions to figure out what's in it for them so we could show them that we could actually make it happen, because if they're making more money, who's making more money? Us. Also, dress the part. If it's a professional setting, would you show up with no haircut, your nails not right, you're all dirty, but no bath and no suit? No, you'd dress the part, because when you dress the part, you become the part, and therefore you get what you deserve. Last but not least, be on time. Have you ever had a meeting and someone didn't show up? Yeah, or showed up 15 minutes late. Now, Does that make you feel like they respect your time? Exactly. But how many times have we been late to meetings? All the time. Imagine being late to an interview. Well, if we say right away, oh, I'm sorry, there was traffic. Come on. How many times have they heard that? I'll actually share a quick story with you guys. When I was a trainer in Tribeca, I used to train a gentleman that was, let's just say, like a founder of Wall Street, like one of those old school business guys. From 20 to 60, that's all he did. And this man, he had it together. I learned a lot from him. And one day, I actually fell asleep on my phone. And I used to train him at 5 a.m. So I lived pretty far from Tribeca. I had to actually drive all the way across a few bridges just to get there. So I had to get up at 3 a.m. to get there at 5. Well, I slept on my alarm, and oh my God, it's 5:30. And he's like, where are you? Now, a few years ago at this time, I was 21, I probably would have said, I'm sorry, this happened or that happened, because I was afraid of him being mad at me. But I said exactly what the truth was. I said, listen, I fell asleep on my phone, and it will never happen again. I said, okay. He said, okay. Now, that gentleman has hundreds of employees. He's got a whole floor in some giant building in Manhattan. Don't you think he's heard many excuses? And don't you think all those people don't work for him anymore? So I was lucky enough to have that intuition to say, you know what, let me just tell him the truth and let him know that it's not going to happen again. Maybe he'll give me a second chance. So moving forward, think about that the next time you're going into an interview. What's in it for them? Because it's not about you. Dress the part, be on time, and ask the right questions so you could paint a picture in their mind that you're actually going to get the job done. I hope that was valuable to you guys. Remember, you are the resume. It's not a piece of paper. It's Doran, CEO Culture Matters. Check out yourunstoppableculture.com. You guys have a great day.